All right. What you looking at in front of you, of course, you can tell this is a TV. That's a 75-inch Hisense Roku TV. So now this is what you call a very bad flickering screen. All right, so it's so bad where you can't even see anything at all. So so I have replaced the main board and the T-Con board, and I didn't replace the Wi-Fi, the tiny board, because that has nothing to do with it. With what you're looking at, the flex ribbon cables. This is the only thing that I have not replaced, and today this is what we're gonna replace at last. The main power board, I replaced the main power board just to make sure there was nothing that would be interfering, that would cause that. And it didn't change anything. So again, today I'm gonna replace the flex ribbon cables to see if that maybe caused the what you look at right on the screen as far as the flickering. So we're gonna remove the back one more time and show you. Now, please make sure you unplug the TV before you start removing the back. If you're familiar with working on TVs, so I don't have to waste my time and explain to you the process. But if not, you're gonna have to remove all these screws. I mean, it's a good amount of screws. So see from here, that's where the board started. Like you're gonna remove. That's the top of the back um, um cover. From here all the way below here. So you're gonna remove a good amount of screws, probably 20 some of screws. All right, just to be able to remove that back cover. Now, when I say the back cover, not the whole thing. All right, not the whole thing from top to bottom. Just that cover right here, from here to there, where you see little speakers. That's it. And pretty much all you're gonna need to do this job, I mean, to remove the back cover, it's a Phillips screwdriver. That's it. You can use a drill if you want to, but make sure the drill bit it's long enough. So the back cover has been removed. One thing about this TV, if you're doing you're replacing whatever you're replacing in the back by yourself, this TV is got some weight. Let's just say it's very heavy for most people. So try to improvise and find a way to do with it, which I suggest you be safe. Okay, so otherwise, find somebody to help you. So the way I'm doing this one, as you can see, I have it stand in a way where the front is protected by a couple pillows. So I have it against the couch, okay, and between the couch and the TV, I have things like soft things as far as pillows. They're protecting the screen, so I don't damage the screen. The back, once you remove, because I have it sit on a glass table. I mean, don't do this because um, it can crack the glass. So once you remove the back, now you got two legs. In fact, it's supposed to be four of them because you got one here, and one here, and one over here. And these legs, they're like cast iron. So once you remove the cover, they're gonna be sitting on these legs. All right. So if you have this thing sitting on, especially glass, because I have mine sitting on my glass table, so the weight would probably damage your glass. So I have this towel to support that. All right. It's only two of them. So again, let's go to the part. This is your main board. You can't miss it because this is where your cables or your HDMI ports, stuff like that. This is where they go. That been replaced about twice. When I say twice, which means I ordered online and came to find out they didn't fix the problem. So I thought maybe um, whatever they sent me was defective. So send it back and order another one. Same thing. Both of them was supposed to be brand new. So now this is your T-Con board. All right. So my little research, well, what I was told is TVs like this, as far as most likely the 75-inch and Hisense or whatever that is, most likely when you have flickering problem that bad like that, or any flickering problem issues, your T-Con board, this is the board that needs to be replaced. Some other people, as far as YouTube or social media or whatever, as far as research, they saying different things as far as your main board. You just don't know what to take from different suggestions out there, which is all good. Came to find out, I replaced this board because it was told to me that that could be bad too. Can't remember the name of that, but that's the center one. You got the main board, and you got the T-Con board. Your Wi-Fi is down here, which is that little guy right there. And I replaced that one, and your main power supply board, which is gonna be here, they have been replaced, brand new. Now your flex ribbon cables, this is the one. These are the one we're gonna replace, which is this long one right here. They're hooked up from the main board to that board right there, and then the short one is from the T-Con board back to that board. So we're gonna replace these two and see what we get. And when you're replacing these connection, be very careful. Okay. So it's just a little tag. You can wear glove if you want to, but all it is just pry that out. Same thing with this one. Pry it out and then remove it. Just like so. Same thing with that one. With your finger, you pry it out and put it out. When you placing the new one, I suggest you wearing gloves because again, your fingers got or on your fingers automatically. That's body producing your body producing or automatically. So you don't want that to transfer to the connection, which is right here, that can um, give you a false or defect, whatever the issues that might cause. But I suggest you wear gloves. I'm being very careful so I don't push put apply too much pressure on the TV because remember I have the TV hook up somewhere. There you go. So we have both removed. Now we're gonna get the new one and show you. Now this is the new one. Gonna remove it out the packet. Now as stated, wear gloves. You don't wanna transfer anything on that. Wear gloves. Let's go ahead. Open this thing. And when you opening this thing, please be very careful. If you are using some kind of knife or boss cutter or something like that, just be careful you don't damage that product that's inside this thing. So I was able to retrieve the flex ribbons cable safe. So this is what it looked like. That's that's the long one, and that's the short one. So always make sure you match the numbers. So let me get the old one and compare them. So with the old one, so this is the new one, of course, and this is the old one. So what I'm comparing is, you see that number right there, 128,640. So I want to see 128,640 and plus the number down there. This one, yes, same thing, ICT and ICT 191,1002. This one's a little different. That's 190. This, yeah, that number down there is different. So hopefully that's not a problem. So how about, let's see if anything else might be different. So what I'm looking at is different is, if you look at somewhere right here where it says some kind of AWM, this one doesn't show you. The new one just gives you some random numbers. ICTBZ E35. Okay. How about the long one? Let's compare the long one. The long one show you this is a new one, same numbers. What's the bottom number? Same thing. The bottom number is different. It's kind of, let's make sure the connection are the same size. Yep, same thing. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and plug him and see. Hopefully it works. So we got both of them in place. Now, the thing about these connection is, if for some reason you realize they don't fit, please do not force them. Because once you you have to be very careful and very 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 gentle. All you have to do, snug that in very very easily, very careful. And if you're having problem snugging it in, make sure both ends are going in at the same time, because otherwise you will damage the connection. A little bent, a little twist will cause that to go in. Everything have to go in evenly. All right. So if you're trying to push it in the first time, don't even push it. You have to slide it in. If you push it in, you're not doing it right. You have to slide it in. If you're having trouble doing that, take it out and look at the end of the connection, which is your flex cable, and make sure the end is straight, and try it again until you are able to slide it in. Now push it in. If you push it in, you're doing it wrong. Slide it in the right way, and then just press that black thing right here. Push it down. You don't have to push it down too hard. As long as you push it down, and you're gonna hear a little click, just a tiny click, and you're straight. Same thing with the bottom one right here. Same thing with this one over here, and the same thing with the last one. Now, how do you know which end goes to what board? Of course, longer, which is the length, it travel longer, goes to the bottom. Shorter goes on top. Same thing with this one. Shorter, see how that'll turn right here? The shorter goes here, the longer goes there. That's how you find out. Now, I'm gonna plug the TV and then find out. All right, we're gonna turn the TV on and see whether or not if the problem fixed. So apparently, still did not fix the problem. So at this point, I cannot figure out what will be, you know, should be the problem. So I replace majority of every board that's in the back of that TV. So if anyone has any better suggestion, then of course there's always someone out there that's sort of expert fixing TVs. Please do not hesitate to help me with this TV, or at least lead me to the right um, correction, should I say. So here you have it. Um, the main board has been replaced twice. T-Con board has been replaced. There's another board that I mentioned in the video. Can't recall it. Has been replaced. The Wi-Fi again, I didn't replace it because I don't see the what would that tiny board be a problem. And the last thing I just replaced, as I just show you, was the flex cables. So still, it ain't fix the problem. Again, if you have any way of fixing it, please don't hesitate to let me know. Appreciate it.